Hey, this is Austin here with 5-minute mixing lessons. We're going to attempt the impossible today, teach you everything I know about mixing in 5 minutes. Here we go. I'm going to talk really fast. You might have to watch this twice. All right, let's break it down. Right here, here's a track a producer sent me, a pop song I'm working on mixing right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a high cut and a low cut EQ on every track. Get rid of all the extraneous frequencies, get all the lows out of there, the highs out of there that we don't need. If you can't hear it, we don't need it, we don't want it in there. It's the first, quickest thing you can do to clean up your track. So every noise that's a higher sound, like these sweeps over here, all these wipes are sweeps, risers, I'm going to take all the lows out because that's just going to be cluttering up my mix and you really can't hear them too much. So I'll show you an example of one. We'll move on. Here we go. I'm going to drag an EQ8 on there. I never use the EQ3 in Ableton, but I'm going to use Ozone's EQ because it looks a lot prettier. Let's see, here we go, here we go. Isotope. Running out of time, running out of time. I'm going to solo this. Here we go, we've got a high pass on one. And as I move this up, you can tell you won't really hear a huge difference in sound because there's not a lot of low frequencies in the sound to begin with. But I'm still cutting them out. They're there, but you just can't hear them. So I'll creep this up until I hear a huge difference in the sound because I don't really want to alter the sound. I just want to remove this region of frequency. So around 500, I start hearing it, so I'm going to back it off about 100. Move on to the next one. And I'll do that for every riser or any cymbals or anything with high frequencies where you're not going to have low frequencies in them. And then I'll do the opposite with things like sub bass with a low pass. Can't show you every one in 5 minutes. I've got 3 minutes left. I'll do that for every single track, every noise, every piece. That's the quickest way to clean up your sound. Okay, now let's go into some more detailed boost and cuts. Let's go to the kick. Core of your track here. All right. Here we go, here we go. Drum rack. Soloing the kick. Again, I'm going to use the Ozone 6 equalizer. I'm pretty fond of this one. So what I'm going to do here, a common place to boost a kick is around 100 hertz. It's where the body of it lies. It's where most of it. All right. And then around 200 hertz, I'm going to apply a slight cut because that's where the body of your snare lies. So you see I'm cutting the kick at 200 to leave room to boost the snare at 200. It's like a puzzle. The pieces fit together so the frequencies don't match, right? So the snare you could boost at 200 and then cut at 100 so there's room for the kick. And then you'll see the EQ settings will be opposite. They'll fit together like a puzzle. 1 minute left. I'm going to hurry up. Toms, you do this same principle around 600. Human voice lies between 3,000 and 6,000 hertz. So that's a good place to apply a shelf. It'll sheen on your voice. Okay, same thing with the high pass. I may put this on vocals. I may high pass it around 100 or so, or maybe even higher. If you high pass a lot of things around just around 100, if you can't hear, that's a good place to do it because then the kick can completely come through and those frequencies are not in the way of the kick at all. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm out of time.